Thank you very much, guys. Wow, the desk coming in hot today, Chance. A little too spicy for my liking. I didn't bring the milk. Here we go, though, boys and girls. Excited again in this one. LA Thieves struggles in search and destroy. Down so far after a big win at the major, Chance. Is this the bounce back they sorely need?
I mean, they're certainly looking to make this the bounce back, right? Because, like, the theme for LA Thieves on the entire year is very big differences between their online play and their LAN play. I mean, good news. I know they're 0-2 so far in this stage, but they have the opportunity for the bounce back. And obviously, if you're the second best hardpoint team in the game overall, going against the team in dead last, you want to tune them up real quick on HyDra.
Well, let's see if, of course, LA Thieves, we talked a little bit about what they need to do in our Monster pregame. Again, it's those breaks. Will the Mutineers be able to get them flippers on and get flip-flopping into them hard points and get Røkkr into these players, the LA Thieves? Can we see a few more spanks in this series? The last one was full of joy. Here we go.
Yeah, truly a sink or swim moment, but you already got Envoy rocking the pistol off the rib. So happy to take those routes in. You see in the kill feed, you see underneath the water, getting that nice little, maybe not quite first blood, but first strike on the actual time. You do actually have Brack, though. He's made it to the back line. I don't know if he just got a lucky spawn in the back, but Florida, an opportunity to flip this game on its head. Number 8, number 7, LA Thieves already spawning out. This is what the Mutineers love to see.
That's the flip right then and there. They haven't dealt with Drazah, though. He was the man in between, and now it becomes a war on one front, and that front is being pushed further and further back. It is a scorched earth policy, and that is that. The sponsor flipped once again. LA Thieves back in control here on HyDra.
Yeah, that would be a massive opportunity squandered. I think, you know, Brack, I don't know if he took a gunfight to sort of pinch on the hill with his teammates, help him out a little bit, but as soon as they get wiped out, LA Thieves just leave the left side spawns open, and that massive opportunity gets absolutely tossed away. Good news, though. I mean, you got Capsule in the back line, one gunfight to win, and maybe an opportunity to take a couple players down, but Envoy wins the one. He's got a little bit of help for the next couple, and Envoy put in a good spot. He delivers. That's a 4 spree. That is P2. Nice and secure.
That was disgusting. Fantastic hold there from Envoy. 4 spree from him. On the other side of the board, though, we go now. The Mutineers, they are trailing quite heavily so far in this hardpoint. They've got spawns for the next hardpoint. That's going to be way on that left-hand side of the minimap. Kenny's trying to make his way forward. Not able to do so. Can the Mutineers drive a stake down the middle of this one? They've got a few more moments to go here. Don't let the LA Thieves out of this side of the map. And so far, Envoy's the man of the moment. That's a 7. No way. I was ready to Bryson Ton flip a table.
Yeah, no, he would have been on point for that one. This is a brutal little series of events. Envoy obviously feasting for the moment, but this is shaping up to be 3 hills back to back to back. You see the instant Drazah gets that kill. Octane spawns up, and just like that, when Florida had all the time in the world to rotate, now they're actually going to be dealing with the mixiness of the spawns. But look at Drazah in the minimap. Even when Florida gets a random errant spawn in the back, Thieves are still on top of it, still making those reads. This is why they're the best hardpoint team in the game.
Unbelievable. Not only present but prescient. The LA Thieves running the show quite dramatically here on HyDra. Drazah spree's finished. Envoy is absolutely tearing the opponents to pieces. Vehicle, they're doing what you can to battle his way out of spawn. A little bit of friendly fire sees his run come to an end. Capsule might be able to get some time here. 20 seconds to go here on this hard point. The rest of the minimap all covered now. The LA Thieves, a 2-2 split. The remaining 3 members of the Mutineers, they're all now making their way over to new. Capsule with some much needed seconds to add to the pile for Florida.
Yeah, I mean, all that maybe for an extra 10. So, I mean, hey, good news for Florida. Double up on your score. Bad news is they have no one on the back line. So it is all guns directly forward. See a bunch of nades and stuns ringing out. But for the moment, it is trades in the hill. Yeah, Kenny and Envoy picking up 1 apiece. And LA Thieves still collecting that time. Florida yet to set foot on the news hill.
Here we go, though. 2 through ruins, 2 a little slower. Kenny's looking to cut off the reinforcements, and is the timing good? The timing great. The shot's not quite there, fellow. Wonderful work with that tack. Back over to Octane. The back line's safe and sound for now. Capsule managed to punch his way through. Last man, Drazah, and that's the break. 30 seconds to go. We called it in the pre-game. Come on, Thieves. You gotta hold on.
Hey, they did their best, but hey, that's the number 12 break team in the game. I think Capsule going on a 3 spree is certainly a decent little bit of help for this squad, but it's to back up and actually pick up that time. Brack will collect off spawn, but everyone from Florida that was trying to make moves aggressively towards the new hill just getting picked apart. Stuns on point, kills on point right now from Octane, and with a shot like that for Florida, it's going to be a long way to go to get to this time.
Smooth and precise. Hey, nice work there. Was that another fire extinguisher for the Mutineers? Just out of nowhere, left field, big tags, and a nice win from Brack there. Over to Drazah now. Can the Mutineers make their way forward? Another fantastic rotation for the LA Thieves. Early time theirs. Brack wins another big one. Okay, he's making his way forward. First man on the point. Envoy's gonna have to deal with these contenders. Brack again in the feed. Keeps the kills going. Somehow finds another. Kenny, the last man to bring him down. That's the end of the spree. Kenny can't get any more out of it, but the Mutineers, once again, lovely break.
And that was beautiful coming from Brack. He picks up with me 5 on that spree. Started with a couple trades coming in from Ruins. It has now turned into a decent bit of time for the squad. You get these players in the mix and Florida can make something happen. The best hill that they have had thus far the entire game. And if they can keep LA pinned on the left side of the map, you already got guys like Vehicles set up on rotation. This could be the moment for Florida to get back in the mix.
Oh, baby. Not over yet. Well, the hard point is, but the new one is upon us, and it's over to the LA Thieves. Look at Vehicle. You're so sneaky, lad. What have you got? There's the first. A team kill helps out for now. LA Thieves still with that hard point, but they don't have anyone else there to help out. They've got spawns for P2. That's what Vehicle has eyes on now. What a string of play you might be able to make happen here. 45 to go chance. Thieves have been dealt with on P1.
I mean, damn, this is beautiful work again. Starting to flip out at least a couple of those spawners, so it's only Drazah behind enemy lines. Everyone else, it is going to be guns forward, and unfortunate right there for Fellow. It's actually Drazah that wins it, so LA Thieves, I think, long-term will be in a good spot. But as far as P1 time goes for Florida, they have gotten a good chunk of it. Not quite tied this game up, but they are certainly getting close. They are making this one competitive.
Yeah, you're really forcing the Thieves to start trying to make moves. They sent, I think it was one player in Drazah forward, try to poke the defense there. Nothing had. Kills now going their way. Long run for Vehicle to get towards this front line, but you are looking at absolutely pound P2 into pummel. Here we go. Brack's first man in. LaRue with the shots at range. Let's see if the Mutineers can get the break with a quick listen in.
He's gonna pinch. He's probably gonna pinch.
Dashy Rock. I'm holding pinch. Dashy Rock, bro. Should have done that.
I got your pinch now.
He pinched dead.
Nice.
Look over him, Tom.
P4. Anytime.
Okay. Net shot. He's on the back left hand top.
He's net's weak.
And the other guy's P4.
So,
Yeah.
there wasn't.
He's a trophy in Tom.
Okay.
On the anytime. He's still Dashy Rock, by the way.
He's top broken now. Kenny's pushing up, guys. Kenny's pushing up.
Play for that guy. Broken. He's gonna chow mid. He did.
Nice.
He shot mid.
Team kill.
Drazah running front P5. Kenny front Dashy. I got him. Nice, good shot. Last two were there. One could be Cape Cut.
Anytime. I stopped you.
You're good. There was 2 on hold.
You get my pit.
Whoever is just spawned?
Yeah.
I'll be playing exits at
I'm
hold.
playing exits hold. Yeah.
Get his pit. I'm in the deep back right now. I'm on P5. Back P5.
They're not playing left. They're playing
back in the back, guys. One shot. Back P5, one shot. I'm gonna spawn out.
They're going mid, bro. They're going mid.
Okay, I'll get your mid cut. One's gonna be in the back. I'm looking P5. I need help, guys. Envoy's in the back. Yeah.
He's low dome. Low dome Octane. Okay. Missing Envoy at the back.
Low dome is one shot on the shack. Backstairs. I'm looking backstairs.
All at the back.
Backstairs weak. Okay, I have your outer cap. I have your outer.
We hard kills now, guys. We hard kills now.
They're coming from mid. They're coming mid.
I make sure no one pitches P5.
Dead. I have a trophy for you. Back left stairs again weak. I have a trophy for you. I have your outer. Outer. One shot. That cage. There's no cage. Dead. Stairs. 2 in the back. Stairs. Nade over. He's pushing up out. Nice. Good shot. More in the back. Cages. He's stunning it over.
That's what a hard point out of the Mutineers. They are holding on to this one. The Thieves have been stuck in the back for seemingly forever. The run may come to an end. 20 seconds to go. Can Capsule soak up once more?
I mean, he's doing a great job, and that's an interesting moment for Florida because you heard in the comms they knew Envoy was in the back well in advance. They did not want to hunt him down, so they let those back spawns open, but just spawn trap him for the most part until they all 3 players spawn up on the wrong side of the map. Vehicle, your job right now is to stay alive, and it does not last very long. Could have been a moment for Florida to flip the map on its head. Instead, LA Thieves completely back in control.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Next time might not happen because this is quite a high-scoring hard point, and we are running through this one. Vehicle through mid now, toe-to-toe with Drazah. Drazah's on a 4. Lovely stuff. The Thieves now full control. The right-hand side of the minimap. 2 down for Florida. Have to wait for the respawn. Now through ruins, they will fly. But Kenny, oh my God, this spot, he's going to see everything. He's going to hear even more. Mutineers, You have not accounted for this one. Eyes up. Can he get them both? Number 3, surely not. Lovely defensive hold. We're over 200 points for the LA Thieves.
Yeah, shooting fish in a barrel is a little bit different when the fish has a gun. So Kenny putting off some work right there with the 2-piece, and this has just turned into a devastating hill for LA Thieves, or for Florida, I should say, because it's LA Thieves running away with the score again on rotation. Thieves have someone in the back being annoying, a little standoff moment. Drazah has won a couple of these key ones. This time he's going against Vekal again, whose job is just to stay alive in the back.
He's trying to find him. Vekal wins the fight. So does Caps on the front line. That's a hard point. Good. The spawns are sweet. Florida, a lovely chance to get back into this one. Octane in a corner. Just waiting for his teammates to get forward. They are struggling because Fellow has pinned him down mid-map. Capsule easy reads on this one. That's still the hard point in the hands of the Mutineers.
Great work as well. I mean, number 2's been blocking spawns, well, for the most part, the entire time. Envoy might get the Teddy route, at least gets the trade for Octane. So LA Thieves now the pinch on the hill, 2 players in the front, and they're winning all of the gunfights. Octane, even with Vaznev, there to get it done. And just like that, LA Thieves on the quick break, making sure they keep this lead nice and safe.
Well, LaRue can seemingly do it all. Here comes Vekal over the top. Capsule doesn't check that spot. Nice off angle. There's Octane. No, can't bring down Vekal. That's going to be lovely time taken there from the Mutineers. Late break once again. A little bit of time going their way. Kenny, though, able to catch a few of these players out on rotation. Now, Vekal's got that. Back over to P1. Spawn's not looking good for the Thieves. This is another wonderful opportunity for Florida to get back into this.
I mean, how many times have we said that, though, this entire game? Florida, they've created the opportunities, but you have to deliver. That is not a good start. Players going 2 down, so Octane can just jump on the hill. And for Florida, you can't really play the spawns. I know you have to, but you need to get these out of this time. 14 seconds away before they win map 1.
Because Thieves there in P1, they're shoulder to shoulder, final 10. Brack, how many can you get out of it? What? 2's good enough for now. Open hard point. Kenny and Envoy, they trade out, and it's a big set of wins. The Mutineers stay alive for a few more seconds. Now the time. Capsule fighting forward. Gets himself 1. Next members of the Thieves on their way up. Capsule might be able to keep the spree going, but not a lot of time gained from the Mutineers. We're over 200.
Well, they've at least been able to force this rotation, and for Thieves, it is a long hike or a longer swim if you want to take the routes. And Capsule getting errant kills in the meantime. So, I mean, Drazah's going to fall. Kenny's going to fall. Those are going to be some deep spawns on the map that those players have to reset from. Florida, the opportunity still here.
They have done a wonderful job multitasking, keeping control while keeping the Thieves at bay. Envoy now, though, he found the opening. Here comes Octane. They fly forward. Thieves now trying to get in. 25 for the win for the Mutineers. This is far from over. LaRue's in the back line. You've left the door wide open. Vekal, though, saves the day. Octane from the front, cut down. Oh, my baby, it's on to Kenny. You've got to get in there, son. We're looking at a lead change.
I think Capsule's going to kill him, though. They might get this done. Florida, all the kills pushed out. They've double pushed out Dome, getting everything inside Capsule for 2 in Florida, looking like they are going to get the win. Kicking off these series right. Map 1, GG.
GG's indeed. Wow, Vekal is turned. What a late game resurgence from the Mutineers. I think, chance to be very honest, we gave them 4 good chances to get back into this one, and the last one was all they needed. Wow, what a hard point. As we take a look at the final few moments of that one, it matters not. The Mutineers draw first blood.
And that's a wild game, too, because I think structurally, if you were looking at the team that made more mistakes, it was Florida. I mean, a couple botch rotation. Literally, like, from the opening break, you had Brack, who, like, got the back spawn to flip spawns, like, 4P2. They bungled that and threw it away immediately. You also had Florida on, like, the second P3 that we had. Spawn trap LA Thieves for the first 45 seconds of the hill, and then with 5 seconds left, 3 players spawn out, and they completely screwed up another rotation. So I think Florida, for the most part, was making bigger mistakes on that map, and then they just completely clutched up in the end. I mean, Vekal put in some serious work in the kills column, but also the big plays in those final moments as well. So Florida Mutineers, nice little shocking map 1 for us.
A lovely shocking map 1. Highlight of the match for us. We're going to be taking a look at the final few moments there with the Mutineers get the break, and again, chance a war on 2 fronts for our scuffed play of the game. They managed to keep the Thieves at bay in P1. They keep the spawns, and I thought Vekal might have cost here. 2 members of Thieves stick on through. He gets them both. Lovely work out of the young Spaniard.
And that's just a perfect moment as well, right? Reads the timing, knows there's pressure on the back, but the spidey sense is tingling just enough. And I think you're right, Miles. Like, if LA Thieves just doubled up and hit the hill instantly, it could have been a bit of a break. But, hey, he got the cleanup kills. And even for Capsule, I mean, he was negative pretty much the entire game. But once he was allowed to fly on that P1 and get pushed up nice and aggressive to play for the kills, that SMG duo on point towards the end. And nice little tear there, and LA Thieves, again, one of the best hardpoint teams in the game, if not the best, taking a task on HyDra. And for Florida, now an opportunity in this series, going against LA, who have not looked good online. You have the advantage.
If you can't, you know, get a 10-point or so, and hey, see what happens. You never know. The Major's on its way. It could turn some heads in the last few seconds of the season, and crazy stuff. Embassy Expo, Fortress, Mikado to close out this series. I keep going back over Capsule's last 2 hard points as well. He was great on that P1, pushing forward, getting those guys inside pipes. They were having a world of hurt. And that final hit there, he stayed by that little shack in the middle of the map. Your boy was cooking. No one getting close to that hard point without getting through him first there. The bounce through the Florida Mutineers. All good. Here we go, though, chance. Search and destroy. LA Thieves, not very good online. Florida, now a newfound wind in those sails. Is this a big opportunity to go 2-0?
A massive opportunity, I would say, right? Because LA Thieves, the record head-to-head, much better on MC compared to Florida. But there's a couple things at play here. One, for Florida, the record is bad on this map because at the start of the year, it was the only search map they couldn't play. As of recent, Mutineers have been solid on Embassy. In fact, they were the first team to beat Atlanta FaZe on it. So Florida, a lot of potential on the map. And then the flip side for LA, 28% round win percentage in search and destroy so far throughout this stage. Their S&D has been abysmal, so they need to turn that around. And I know it's only 2 series in for these guys, but I mean, you lose both the searches to New York, you just get taken to task. And for a team where ordinarily the vibes are flowing, they're having a stage that has not been particularly kind. Again, both Ultra and Subliners there to take them down. And I'd say for Thieves, it's like shades of what we saw from Ultra. Win a major, go into the next stage in the online portion, and just look like a completely different team. I know Ultra had to fight to turn things around, but they went from winning to a top 6 placement because they started in losers. Now for LA, you're already 0-2. Losers bracket, very much a potential. Admittedly, you know, the late half of their stage gets a little bit easier than the front half, but being down 0-1 right now does not feel good.
They could turn it around. It's very, very possible. But yeah, you don't want to be in this situation for the Thieves. You lose this one, you absolutely better take Røkkr and the Ravens to task in the final run up and towards Toronto. Let's find out what happens, though. LA Thieves, Florida Mutineers, map number 2. We're about to dive in. The players are gearing up, getting ready to rock and roll. And what are you chuckling at, brother? What has tickled you?
Well, I'm just used to like LA Thieves being the team laughing and giggling, and Eagle is looking like the happiest man on the planet. Like he was just completely geeking out after the map 1 performance. So maybe try to carry some of that energy and momentum and confidence into map 2. And it is worth pointing out a bit of a fake record there from Florida. The first half of the year, they started off like 0-5 on the map. As of recent, have looked quite a bit stronger. So make no mistake, they are a lethal threat.
Here we go. Hello, sniper in hand, I would imagine. There it is. Right on cue. No one's going to be home, though. Everyone else is going towards that B-bomb site. The flanks will be wide open for now. Envoy through mid. He might run into a bit of trouble right now. Brack has got that high ground covered. Now Vikel making his way down low. This is a classic look here on Embassy. The mind games are already afoot. Vikel. Mind and body in sync right now. Your boy's got the gun. He keeps Envoy at bay.
This is a delicate moment for Envoy as well, right? Because he is the bomb carrier. He has a little bit of support from top PD, but not a crazy amount. So it is a solo play for him. Can't afford to drop that bomb in a tough spot. But by the looks of it, Florida just going to chalk it, give up the plant for free. Maybe Beagle's going to check the angle. Good reads by both the SMGs. In the meantime, Castle and Brack finding the picks. 4v2 advantage.
Oh my God, it's falling to pieces so quickly. Drazah, he's got a bucket, and he's pumping that water out of this sinking ship ASAP. Drazah and Envoy now. Still a little bit of time to go here. Just about 25 seconds on this clock, Vehicle. I think somebody got spotted out there. Capsule's on the hunt. Drazah's in trouble. Envoy's made the row, but you've got Capsule here to deal with them. There's one. The second dealt with. Mutineers play him like a fiddle.
And what a round 1 as well, right? You know, Envoy, maybe the small moment I thought he was going to be able to get the bomb down for free. That's exactly when Vehicle cracks the door to go for the checks to buy a little bit of time. And then even just because it's round 1, like the battle to get dead silence, because Capsule got the early kill, gets the quicker dead silence, can make those plays, be aggressive on the flank. and be more comfortable behind enemy lines. So LA Thieves, a tough round one, and I'd say for Florida, an important one to get. Keep that momentum going.
Keep it going, keep it going. Here we go, into another round, round 2. Drazah the only player for the Thieves to get a kill that time round. Capsule still sitting on the 2-piece fellows. Snipe might be able to spot at least 1 or 2 here. The rattle of gunfire across Embassy might be enough to bait these players out, get somebody to overextend just a tiny bit, and maybe give fellow a snipe. We will see. Envoy, Deddy, try to make something happen through mid. Not giving this position up. Capsule's the man keeping an eye out for him.
And this is interesting because Capsule in effects could be anywhere. You see number 7 wrapping back to check the back alley. They're trying to clear out where Capsule is, and by the time they figure it out, he already got the first blood. The early strike for Florida is in, and now that bomb creeping up towards the site.
Oh, look at the creepy crawlies, though. So Octane upstairs. Nice snap from fellow. Not enough, though. The shots there from the tack. Get it done. The bomb being planted now, though. Drazah got himself upstairs as well. Now he strikes. Damage dealt. Octane gets himself 2 more. All down to Brack.
And poor Florida. All those players die and realize that Brack was busy on the other side of the map, not actually in the play, and wasn't even flanks that come through. It was just Octane gunning you down, and Octane is in the unkillable spot. So good luck for this 1v3. Has dead silence. No point in using it. And that is just an LA Thieves instant clutch. For all the work Florida did early on, Octane completely shuts the door in your face.
Great stuff out of Octane there. It was very, very unfortunate timing that fellow doesn't manage to catch him out with the snipe initially. There was sort of, I mean, as we can see it in Codcaster, it was the barrel of the scope just obscuring him from view. But Octane, beautiful, lovely shots out of him here. That was the first on a fellow, and we see the next 2 in this feed as well. What a round.
Yeah, well, lucky to shoot the size 12s on Beagle there for the final foot. Capsule was in a pinch, but that first gunfight win, just nice little off angle. Set a snake into main heady where fellow might be checking. Side a little bit to the left, make him hit a difficult shot. As long as Octane can get the first bullet in, the flinch is going to pay off.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
This flank just going to get shut down. Kenny, easy reads and a palm tree. Brack for the 1v4.
Oh, Kenny and that palm tree. What a duo from the back line. That is sweet. Brack, what have you got, son? Trying to get himself streaks. He's in a nice spot here to take Kenny down, but Kenny, what a glorious round. Keep the LA Thieves rolling.
Yeah, all those grams in the bag. Kenny just dips in his hand. He palms trees. That is easy wins for him. And again, just a cheeky little spot. That's a very specific reference.
I know. I could hear you winding up.
I mean, an incredibly specific reference, but I don't think that's your type of music.
If you got that one, please tweet Chance. He loves those. Wow, great round there. Good search and destroy so far, mate. I mean, we've had some nice looks here on Embassy. It's a delicate balance, man. You start firing those first shots, you get the first kill. If you get traded out, then the game is on. If you can avoid the trades here on Embassy, over by that B-bomb site, you are going to be laughing at the mid to late round adjustments. But until then, good luck, have fun. Capsule once again from that palm tree, dude. He's gunning him.
Yeah, just getting sent in for the kill, too. He doesn't even want the bomb. That is just hyper aggression. And Octane basically playing for the flank right now as well. But, I mean, the B-bomb site's been cleared out. Envoy's down low. Unless he gets great timing on this, it's going to be a bomb plant. Capsule still just playing with LA.
Whoa, so I thought Kenny was in trouble there. Envoy saves the day, brings down Capsule. Capsule may have had 2 if that hadn't gone his way, but now it's a 2v3, and it's the Mutineers who are starting to struggle somewhat. Fellow managed to catch an Octane, so now it's all even Stevens, less than 30 to go. Keep an eye on that bomb vehicle. They're close. Kenny, he's in trouble. Envoy makes it a 2v1. Vehicle still moving. Can he catch the kill? No, the damage is there, but not enough to get it. Wait a minute. On the defuse, knives are at the ready, but the Thieves are there with the teamwork. And what an unusual turn towards the end there. LA Thieves, 3-1.
And you are absolutely on point with the teamwork, right? When Octane was in the back alley dealing with Capsule, Kenny flies over top, sent in for the kill. So it wasn't even trades that were a necessity, but Kenny would have been there for him. And then Envoy making a bunch of individual plays around PD, finds a couple of picks, takes care of Bracken. I mean, anytime you give up the bomb plant, not a fun time to retake the B site on Embassy. But if you've cleared out PD, it's a lot easier if you don't have to deal with the snaking in the window. So as soon as Envoy cleans house, Vehicle just left in too tough of a spot. And another very clutch round for LA.
Whew. Not over yet. Okay, may as well be. All right, this round is toast. You may as well call it 4-1 unless Fellow can do something unthinkable here with his snipe. It starts with one snipe, misses the second as well. Unfortunately, Leroux might be able to get that nade out, and this is going to cause more problems for the Mutineers. An unfortunate round. If you do not hit, you must acquit, OJ's lawyer said when talking about a sniper rifle in Fellow's hands.
Yeah, also, strike 3 and you're out. Strike 4, you're just dead, and Envoy was already in the spot to win his team the round. So another time to call out. Brack in a 1v4. Has been in 2 1v4s this game. Also been in a 1 versus 3. And just like the rest of them, there is nothing you can do.
Wow. What a way to get it done. Good stuff there from Envoy. Just showing the hand. He literally did show his hand to make that play work out. Thieves, good teamwork here. 3-2-1. Jump out there. Check all the spots. Everybody makes it home safely that round. Wonderful work from the LA Thieves. And an unfortunate team kill to start off what was going to be a disaster there for the Mutineers.
I mean, this is just, you know, LA have had quite a few clutch rounds. Octane having to pick up big kills against the snipe turns that into 2. Envoy making individual plays. That time, you just open with the team kill. Nothing can happen in that moment. So the shades of the HyDra as well. Some of the bigger mistakes being made, seemingly being done by Florida.
Unable to hit the snipe on the cross. Not an easy thing to do. I hit 2 back-to-back at the start of the game when rank play first came out. I haven't hit a single one since then. Kenny, though, hits a nice nade on the Fellow. That's going to be streaks now at the ready. Wide open field over there by the B-bomb site, and that's where the plant's gone down. V-Kill walks right into Octane. Or can Leroux find a second? Eyes on Brack. Here he goes. No, teamwork's going to be the name of the game here. Capsule, last man left alive now. 1v4. Round is done. That's the defuse.
And that is a round that almost is an extreme example of LA Thieves, like almost going out of their way to have the good teamwork, right? I think it was Kenny and Envoy off the break towards P2. Envoy is getting like the early information on Fellow in the back, but not over peeking, just setting his team up or teammate up just for the easy frag kill. Octane getting the information on Brack, doesn't need to ego chow, lets Drazah get the cleanups. I think almost every single player, it seems like for Florida, just getting isolated, and Florida's lucky if they can get a 1v1 gunfight, and even if they're taking those, not always easy to win.
That's crazy. I mean, these rounds have been closer than you think, but Thieves still really walking away with this one. Cap's still nice individual performances. Brack's had his moments. Fellow's been a little unlucky with the snipes. And Vehicle, it's the amount of times he puts himself in the right spot and just gets sort of, you know, pushed around or dealt with by the LA Thieves as a group. Let's see if Fellow can't hit the snipe this time round. Great way to start the round off, but that cruise is going to be a little bit bigger than a snipe.
And there are no trophies as well. Everybody has to scatter and is inside. Looks like LA doesn't get a great deal of map control off of that, though, but they still have the information. Oh, someone's in a back alley, but Capsule rips off ahead. That kill seemed ridiculously fast, but either way, he gets traded. We got a 3v3.
Trades up. Drazah is going for it. Sniper, though! Fellow lands it this time round. Lovely work. Can Fellow get another? Wow, Leroux. Good timing. Just enough damage there to push him back. Beakles exposed himself in mid, but he should have this coverage from his boys to stay alive here. Brack, nice work on Envoy. All down on Leroux. Oh my god. What a snap. 2v1.
Well, he knows Vehicle probably crossed, so worried about the flank. You know, Fellow's got the snipe. He has the reads, but look at that stun. Perfectly placed on his forehead. I think credit to Fellow for the tack usage and Vehicle for the flank. So Octane might have been heads up, but coming down towards the end. Actually, no, Vehicle with the stun as well. So perfect COD towards the end. And a solid bounce back round from Florida. I'm personally surprised Fellow kept the snipe out. I know he's been one of the more impactful players with it as of recent, but in this game has struggled, but connects in this round. So Florida still trying to fight.
They're not going down without it. Here we go. Another round up. See what Fellow's got off the break here. LA Thieves, everyone's going to be going upstairs. Trophies down in position. 3, 2, 1. Here comes trouble. Thieves are in. Trades are there. Will Drazah stay up long enough? Fellow. Oh, again. It's so unlucky. Yep. Ah! The timing on it, the perfect reads. Leroux gets the shot, but now it's all down to Drazah. Chance. 2v1. Wait a minute. I thought he was going to do it.
I was ready for it.
I was so ready for it. Vehicle might make the move. Wait a minute. Vehicle flies at the right time. Nice shot, but not enough. The Mutineers play the lives. Get the round.
That's a great round from both teams, in all honesty. I think LA have been pretty content to sort of give the bomb plan out in a lot of these rounds when they're working the flanks. This time they played much more aggressive to stop that initial plant and got a couple of the kills. You had Octane hitting the counter snipes on Fellow, so the reads were there, but Florida this time on point with the trades. Brack in the mix as well, and ends up being the bait towards the end for Vehicles, so Mutineers a couple in a row, trying to build a little something.
Little something. We'll see what that something amounts to in just a moment. But for now, 3-5. Map point still for the LA Thieves. I feel like if a round is bad enough, we should have the ability to take that point away. Oh, if only. That'd be hilarious. Here we go. Kenny checks the restrooms. V-kill. Oh! Guns him from the top of the stall. That's going to be that. First blood.
Yeah, peeking his head over the stall like that. It's the Dr. Disrespect moment, but now you have for Florida, at least again, the trades have been on point. You are maintaining that 3v3, and obviously to bomb that down. LA Thieves, it looks like they're thinking about wrapping towards A, but Fellow has been here the entire time, and funnily enough, Florida have actually just given up B completely and have stacked the A site, and they might be falling into the trap. Capsule, another pick. Man advantage now for Florida.
Is this another comeback from the Florida Mutineers? Well, we will see. Might have called it a little early, but they are mounting pressure. The LA Thieves tags in. LaRue loses it. Fellow big win. Kenny sent in to clean up, but clean up on aisle. Ken, he's dead. Mutineers, another round. It's 5-4.
I mean, okay, it's serious now. If it wasn't serious before, we got to strap in for this one. That's what, maybe 3 rounds in a row. And that is, you know, Florida, even some of the early rounds they were losing, it was just some nice plays and clutch moments coming out of LA Thieves to deliver the lead. As a whole, Florida maybe playing the map just a little bit better, but still in a hole. A couple more rounds to go. I think both teams right now are feeling that stress.
Ooh. See what the stress does. 30% better or 30% worse. That's pressure, baby. Here we go. Hello, bomb in hand. Late moves. Capsule making quite a lot of noise. Super close to the Deddy, though. Octane's first blood on Brack. Takes care of that player on the top side of the embassy. That's a power position indeed. Can Capsule do anything? Drazah's got the reads. Uh-oh. Oh, he's in trouble now. And he finds another. 2v4 now. As the Thieves are still very much in control. Capsule's dead silence play has been all for naught. Vehicle, he's got one going as well, chance, but I don't think much is going to happen here. Kenny lying in wait. The Thieves have full map control. It is a matter of time.
That's unfortunate, too. I mean, Capsule uses the dead silence, but he gets caught, and now he just can't move. LA, it's just the duos working together. SMG duos on one side, AR duo on the other. They got both bomb sites under lock and key, and you are simply running out of time. Vehicle, you're going to have to fly out and chow and pray you can find these kills.
Here we go. 20 seconds. What are you going to do? Oh, Capsule goes in. 1v3 Capsule. Ain't no way, surely. Ain't no way. There it is. Envoy does not let the comeback happen. Stays up and afloat. Nice teamwork from the Thieves in that final round. They will tie up the series 1-1.
Yeah, tourniquet applied, stop the bleeding, and make sure the series doesn't get too crazy. So I'd say LA in a much more comfortable spot now. Being down 2-0 could have been a little bit wild, but now the good news for them, they're going to be going into an Expo control where they've been a pretty solid team, I would say. Octane, one of the better players in the game on that map specifically. So maybe shake off a bit of that HyDra rust and get back into the swing of things. But in all honesty, I'd say great games between both of these teams. A lot of clutch moments for LA, certainly early on. And I'd say it was really just that one round from Florida that is an absolute stinger with the team kill from a nade. And you just hand away a freebie to a team of literal world champs. Obviously, that is a pretty big difference maker towards the end.
Again, I think we're all getting excited about the idea that Thieves have been down so far. They're still our reigning world champs, the current major champions. Any moment that can turn things around. Expo coming up next, though, after this break. Lovely start there from Mutineers and HyDra. Not too bad looks there in the search and destroy. Let's see if they can do what many teams have failed to, which is bring down the Thieves here on Expo Control. We find out how that one goes down. Will LaRue put up more record numbers, or will the Mutineers take the lead in the series? We'll find out after this very quick commercial break. Don't go too far, God fans. Plenty more to play for today.
The 2023 CDL Championship Weekend will be live and in person June 15th to 18th in Las Vegas at the Thomas & Mack Center, UNLV. You don't want to miss this bigger-than-life weekend, and we're almost sold out, so don't wait. Scan the QR code and get your tickets today. Look like the pros, play like the pros with the new CDL Team Packs. We've got it all. Home and away, male and female versions, weapon camos, emblems, and calling cards for your favorite squads. And stay in the loop by signing up for the Call of Duty League newsletter. Keep up with breaking news, event discounts, and more. Scan the QR code on screen for more information.
Folks, you had 2 QR codes to scan in that intro. I hope you got both of them. The first one, obviously, for Champs. The second one, for all kinds of updates. Champs, though, chance coming up round the corner. We won't be seeing all of our teams there, though. Unfortunately, they didn't quite make enough points to qualify. Some of those teams are still trying to battle their way forward. We'll see if they can get the job done. We now go to an Expo control, though. That's the big picture out the way. Now the little picture. Or more importantly, bottom left, that tiny little picture, Octane. Let's see if he can put on what has been a very, very good performance on this map and mode combination. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, I think Octane, he's had like one sort of mediocre performance on this map where he dropped like a 0.89 against Røkkr. Ever since then, pretty lights out, pretty bonkers. Like a 1.3 in the mix, 1.5. Twice he's gone more than double positive. Also has 230 bombs on the map. So Octane is incredibly consistent on the map.
Yeah,
you see the 70% win rate on defense for LA Thieves. I think Octane literally has like a 1.7 on defense. So definitely a player to pay attention to in the feed. If you're a main AR, Octane, wonderful to watch and learn from.
Let's find out how this one all goes down. In the B we fly. LA Thieves early caps here. They're going to check all possible avenues. That backstage section. Now you're going to have the side doors covered, the cuts, the crosses. Everything should be good. Florida Mutineers, they win their fight on the outside of the map. They've got a lot more control right now than the LA Thieves do. However, that's a 2-man stack. Octane and Drazah putting in the hard graft here. They should be able to get full control of this one. B should be done. Very little blood loss.
Hey, perfect Call of Duty gameplay from Octane. How does he do it? Doesn't have to shoot a bullet, and they've already captured the B zone, but that is just Florida on Expo. Not particularly worried about that one. Happy to defend A for as long as possible, but Envoy applying the pressure on one side, Kenny applying pressure on the flank. You deal with Kenny, but now the main AR is behind you. Nice little 2-0 start.
I think you're going to check the entire bar play. Nah, fella's got that covered. Mutineers, stabilize for a moment. You take care of Envoy, who's hovering around the restaurant. Nice work. Brack, fella, they find their kills. Can Brack get another one? Drazah trying to get himself forward. Caps will reinforce him. Nice work. No lives lost there from the Mutineers. The defense still remains strong. Envoy, though, can only do so much. Oh, and that's the last man there. Kenny, brilliant stuff again from the Mutineers. The trap is slowly but surely getting set.
Yeah, and I think Florida have certainly put in a little bit of extra time just purely defending A because they get no interest in the B zone. But now I got players all over the map. Vehicle's going to make these spawns weird or maybe opens up the globe spawn in the nick of time. So still pinned in that top left corner. And now this is just an opportunity for Florida to feast just a little bit, play for the kills, rack them up as quick as you can. And Capsule right now flying, maybe into some grenades, but ready for the kills. Florida, nice little map spread.
Oh, nice work out of Envoy. Lovely clearance there. Big kill goes his way. One man now onto the point. That's going to be Envoy. Slow cap on A. Quick work on the defense there as Brack now trying to clean house. Envoy still running laps around this restaurant. He is a difficult man to deal with at the worst of times. Oof, let alone this series where he's cooking. That's nearly 4 down. Drazah the last man up for the Thieves. Trying to get some pressure off the map chance. But right now, Mutineers, lovely defense.
Yeah, they've had an absolute stranglehold on the map. I mean, maybe a few moments where the trades had to be on point or things could have been opened up, but when Florida needed the trades, they absolutely got them. And now incredibly difficult to weed out, but maybe a little awkward moment there. And a 2 kills in the feed for LA, the only opportunity they've had to make some moves. And it looks like that opportunity gets shut down immediately as Kenny's going to get traded as well. Florida continuing to keep up that pressure.
20 seconds to go here in the first round. No one's been able to go too wild. Not over yet, though. Capsule, you got... Oh, nah. You got to stay alive. Now the Thieves are on it. 13.8. 2-man stack. This is going to go real quick. That's the 3rd man. Brack's a little slow to the action. It doesn't matter, son. Go. Fly. Get in there. Will you be able to get them off this point quick? Here's the pitch. Finds 2. There's the contest. Last man. Drazah on it. And Fellow and V-Kill take a bow. The round is yours.
That is one of the most Brack plays I've ever seen, right? His teammates get all the kills, just lays down for the contest, but makes the nice, slow, and stable play. And I guess LA may be happy to get the 2 ticks towards the end, but either way, that is a very clean defense coming through, admittedly, with a lot of pressure in those final moments. But pretty much, as soon as I got the stranglehold, I think it was like Brack and Capsule working together over like in the back corner on the steps. As soon as they win those gunfights and cleared out LA from the bus area, LA was stuck getting the globe spawn for the rest of the round. And that is obviously very difficult to orchestrate a round win when you're stuck in your spawn. So nice start from Florida. They've had a couple of those. See if they can make do.
They're then attack now. What have they got? Expo's been quite a lovely defensive map for a lot of teams. As for the O, can be as sweet. Oh, Capsule has been cut in half by Envoy. Wait, Envoy is still flowing. Deddy's just been popped. Fellow, though, good work from him. Here we go. 2-man stack. Brack and Fellow, hand in hand. Capturing the A zone buddies. Here comes Vico to help out. Keeping Kenny at bay. If you can just keep him pinned down, that's it. That's all you needed. A's on its way out, chance. Nearly done.
Octane maybe the only guy that can make a little bit of pressure, and, well, Octane's going to do it. He picks up 2. Envoy getting sent in on the flank.
Oh, no.
Looks like Envoy, too many directions to look, so Florida keep it alive, keep the pressure up, and now it's Kenny, maybe gonna have to flood in. He's just gonna get chopped down. This is gonna be an A zone capture. Florida keeping that momentum going, starting the round off right, and Vico in prime position in between a bunch of players, gets at least 1 in the feed before he gets traded. And in the meantime, you see that is an 8 spree for Fellow, so everything is going right.
T-Fell looking to get himself kill number 9. Streaks there in hand. There's 4 Florida mans fully clothed there inside that shower. They make short work of it as a group and now try to comb their way across map towards B. They've had their shower. Now it's time for the main show. Over towards the stage we now flying. Fellow 9 spree looking for number 10. He is cooking right now. Can he get a few more and get those submachine guns onto that stage? Let them shine, baby. Here we go.
Well, didn't go for the spawn kill, so LA Thieves, I was going to say, going to have a lot of pressure backstage, so you fly in that direction with the attack. Fortunately, nothing you can really do it. Dear Lord, yeah, Kenny kills quicker than I can simply react. His reaction time, absolutely on point.
Damn, son, unfortunate couple of kills there. The Mutineers all caught unaware. LA Thieves stabilize. Be cool. Looks left, looks right, still gets run over. Drazah, he's going to be the man with the 2-piece there in the feed. That's just about a minute to play with here on the round. Thieves down by 2 in the life department, but that will change quickly, chance. Octane's posted.
And this is also a test of experience, right, for LA. Just defending the B zone for the entire round is a little bit trickier to do, still possible, but it's going to be one of the difference makers long-term between a good team and a great team on this map. And already Capsule behind enemy lines, opportunities to make some plays, cap with the pressure, cap with the reads, and now the pressure on the point.
Oh, they're in. Can Kenny clear him out? Backstage, working his heart out. This trophy's not going to help. First segment to be gone. Brack's there to help out on the trades. Here come the rest of the Thieves. Vico and Brack in the kill feed. It's still on a Kenny in the backline. Done. Over to Envoy. You've seen his toesies. Oh, nice work from Drazah. Vico and Brack still holding it down. Here comes the perfect maneuver as Florida so close to getting the round. Envoy, he gets taken care of. Kenny's getting kills, but is this enough for the contest? Last minute. No, done. 2-0 Florida.
Yeah, picking them apart. Big plays the whole way through. Literally straight off the opening break, you capture the A zone. You have that fall into your lap exactly the way you want it. And look at the KD department from Tyler Fellow. 18-7. He didn't even have that strong of a first round. He had an average round 1 in an absurd round 2. So Fellow still got the cruise. You got a 2-round advantage. That is the main AR for the squad. I mean, he's looking just intense and focused. And that's the longest stretch of time I've ever seen him go without opening up his mouth. Fellow is locked in.
Woo! What a game of expo control we are seeing. Now, the Ravens had their, opponents FaZe 2-0, I think, at the start of their one. And we all know how that went. Actually, no, it was very different, but you know what? Forget what I just said, chat. There we go. Right back at it. Capsule on 2.
Hey, he's on it too, and his team has got a 3 down. So Kenny's the only one pushed past the sort of 50-yard line for the team. Everyone else back to square one in your spawn. And at least Kenny's dragging a little bit of attention his way. So Capsule has a few things to worry about, but Thieves right now still a little desperate just to get out towards the zone. Finally, Kenny makes the moves and strikes. Patience pays off. LA Thieves now all the pressure on that B zone.
Ooh. Vico behind bar. No sangria for you boys. He's out. Thieves Cooking B. It's basically done. No one's here to contest it whatsoever. The battle for spawns aren't exactly working out. Drazah still alive on the back line. Pressure now on the Capsule. He has to win this battle against Drazah. And Drazah, he's out for blood. Lovely moves from Capsule. Perfect timing. Got enough to keep that side of the map alive. And now Envoy battling out of spawn. Good luck, have fun, Thieves. This will be tough.
And LA Thieves, anytime they try to go on like the bus side of the map last go around, couldn't make anything happen. This time it's the full flanks where they're trying to make something pay off, and Envoy right there with the strike. It's a 3 spree for him. That is a dangerous tree that Vehicle is behind. Took an extra second to get the kill, but he's clean house. Octane, the only player on point. Good luck trying to survive. I don't know how long he can do it for, but the good news is his teammates have cleared out bus, so it's a 50-50 sort of standoff right now. LA Thieves, the opportunity is here.
Here comes the cruise. Fellows called it in. The nades are going to land. LaRue can't survive for much longer. Bang. Cleans up another. Kenny taken care of from top restaurant side. That's a magnificent shot from Fellow. Missile highly effective. 17 lives now for the Mutineers. 19 for the LA Thieves. Still a minute to go.
And guess who doesn't have dead silence? That would be Drazah without it. So free kill right there for Capsule. And
Wait a minute.
free kill number 2 as well. Octane gets one in the meantime, but you just have LA. They're back to square one. They're trying to work the flanks again, but the only time they were able to clear out the bus side of the map, you had a cruise missile land on their forehead, and being back at square one is not ideal. You have a square being built around the zone by Florida.
Be cool. Nice work on Envoy. Still holding it. 40 seconds to go. The clock is ticking. The Thieves have been spread thin like butter across a huge piece of toast here on Expo. 30 seconds to go. Vehicle is causing problems all over the map. Nothing but the chase being on. Octane, not a hope in hell to stay alive there. 2 segments at A, but I don't think they're going to get close enough chance. The Mutineers, they have come out so strong, so furious here on Expo.
I mean, yeah, so for Thieves, his last ditch effort, they've been taking a task on Expo, but Kenny finds 2 in the feed, and Capsule a little bit out of the picture in an awkward moment, gonna back him down. Kenny's killed everything in sight. LA now actually have pressure over towards A, but somehow Fellow picks up 2 as Capsule trying to work the flank.
Fellow, absolute massive stuff. Capsule could win the game right here for the boys. He's got Deddy going. They're going to fly towards the point. Kenny's not going to check this back. They clean it up.
Oh, wow.
4 body bags, please, to Switzerland, because the LA Thieves have been murdered on Expo control.
And that is ridiculous. I mean, we're maybe like 1 poor round on the search and destroy for Florida. Maybe the force in round 11. Who knows what happens? I mean, they were close to 3-0 in LA Thieves, who, again, 0-2 right now throughout the stage. They are staring down the barrel of a loser's bracket, potentially. Certainly, if they lose here, that is going to be sort of a dire moment for LA. Maybe it's not a chance curse. Maybe it's if you win a tournament, you fall off in the next stage. Again, Toronto had a bit of that experience, and I'd say LA Thieves feeling that pain. That is by far the worst performance Octane has had on this map. Hyped them up and unfortunately maybe cursed them. 1,400 damage, only 11 kills. Thieves simply could not get anything going. And having 2 offensive rounds like that, that is just a tough pill to swallow.
Well, when you use curses to curse a curse, I think things come back on you and you get a triple curse upon thee, and that triple comes in the form of this 3-0. They're on Himmelmatt Expo. Good golly, Miss Molly. That was an absolute banger out of the Mutineers. Glorious stuff from them. Chance can't be disappointed whatsoever. Fellow, I would love to have seen his POV at the end there. We've got a look at the highlights, but I don't know where he was. He was sort of like top restaurant. He managed to keep those players at bay. He managed to get an impact kill with a nade hitting somebody or something, but really powerful stuff out of Fellow there on the defense. Beautiful work, Mutineers. They go up in the series.
And I didn't pay enough attention to it the first go round, so I would have to double check, but I think Fellow in 1 round of offense got more kills than every player on LA Thieves when they had 2 offensive rounds to work with. So literally the 1 attacking round, more difficult to win. Fellow threw up 12 in round number 2, obviously getting the cruise missile in the meantime. So that's certainly one of his finer performances all year long. MVP performance for sure.
He was dragging them across the floor to the LA Thieves. That one for sure. Brilliant stuff. Brat getting involved as well. Nice. I mean, look at that lovely teal feed. The Mutineers lighting things up. A wonderful contrast there of the snow here on Expo. Mutineers, beautiful, beautiful game of control from them. They've got to be feeling very strong indeed. We go to another hard point now. They won the first one, Chance, and yeah, it was by the hairs of all their, collective chins. Can they do it again?
Well, you know, I'm surprised to be here as well, so I don't know how much we've actually talked about this, but as far as the pick and bans go, really the only interesting thing that got through was the Mercado for map 5. That's typically the auto veto for LA Thieves, and I say auto, they've only banned it maybe like 37% of the time, I think it was, so they let it through on occasion, but it's very rare. They're 0-2 on the map, so I'd say for Florida, already a good spot, because if you get to map 5, they're going to be feeling happy, so this is very dangerous time right now for LA. It's not the worst thing to be required to win a hard point. Obviously, you have a lot of faith in that department, but they also just got outslayed by a ridiculous margin, so who the hell knows?
Oh, we'll find out. Fortress hard point coming up next. Mercado, if we have to go to that game 5, and I don't know, man. The channel points, they are burning. The pick'ems are in jeopardy. We are not out of this one yet. Florida have come to play today. We'll see if this Fortress goes their way as well. Chance, I mean, are you dressing more? No, maybe. How are you going? What are you thinking? That brain's ticking. What's going on?
Well, I mean, even just for like the final 2 maps, it's the same thing with Bagra. Hard point for LA. They play it a little bit, but it's one of their more commonly banned maps. They're still very strong on it. So I certainly have faith in their hard point to be mistake free. I know the guns have been hot for Florida. I just think it's scary for LA because if you go to the map 5, search and destroy has just been their struggle point in this stage. I know they won the map 2, but even then, aBeZy is one of their stronger maps, and they still only won it in a 6-4 fashion. And I just think that Mercado is a scary one to see for LA for map 5, but a lot of Call of Duty potentially left to be played. In Florida, I know it was all giggles after map 1. A lot more serious now that the series has gotten deeper. They know what they're up against.
Yeah, well, you're feeling confident. You're managing to follow through on the game plan, the Monster Energy pre-game, everything in there about the search and destroy, about the breaks on HyDra. Everything is coming to fruition for Florida. We'll find out if they can keep it going here on the Fortress hardpoint. I don't think a lot of folks thought we were going to get here, but now we've arrived. You better take your shoes off and buckle in, kids. This one's going to be a banger.
And it really is just like the difference of a game mode like Control is, like that swing. Because if it was 2-1 up Thieves right now, I think we'd be like, oh, it's a cakewalk. It'd be a freebie for the map 4, take care of business and move on. But you win a Control like that, certainly a series on our hands. And Florida are starting off on the good side as well. Good nades and tags coming out to back off Capsule, but everyone else on Florida going to be able to get the kills, and Capsule reads the flank coming through as well. So might not be getting any of that hill time, but all the pressure in the world playing for all of the kills.
I mean, look at this Floridian ferocity at the start here. The kills are magnificent. Not so much the hard point time, though. Brack's going to be the man in there for now. You got to watch those 2 players diving down low. They should be able to take care of business. That's going to be a wide open middle of the map. Nice nade out of vehicle. That's going to be 2. Fellow finds his 3rd, and that's the entirety of the Thieves dead. Getting that time. Soak it up, baby.
And it's just stuck in the spawn trap, too. It's not like the P1 has been electric for Florida in the kills department, but they have kept the map incredibly stable, and they are pushing the pace. They're blocking all the spawns. Capsule's lived over towards P2, so LA truly stuck in their spawn. Now just barely able to get out of gate, but it is still a long way to go before they can get to P2. And every angle they try to hit, they are just getting picked apart. I mean, Vigil, this is a 7-2 spark for the Spaniard. He's looking fantastic.
Oh, so close to making it 8-2 as well. The LA Thieves are being tortured so far. Octane. Whoa, not a kill to his name just yet. Your man's in the running to be the next Bond. We'll get on the board in a moment. He's got himself on the hard point. At the very least, the Thieves with the time.
I try to make a joke right there, thinking about Octane's career, but nothing comes to mind. What Kenny was trying to do is flip the spawns, him and Envoy pushing the pressure. And funnily enough, as good as that opening break was, as perfect as it was from Florida, still going to be a sort of neck and neck game going into New Hill. And number 6, Drazah, just got a super close spawn. So Octane and Drazah can try to hold off this Florida push. It's not going to be easy. And obviously with Capsule getting a kill like that, nowhere to go. Just trade Drazah. You should be fine. Florida, nice and secure.
They've been washed over by the Mutineers. 2 sprees either side. Fellow's got the gate covered. It is a very standard setup right now for your boys of Florida. Can they hold on? Vehicle snaking his way on that tiny little heady. Kenny trying to make something happen. Here comes the gunny from Fellow. Nice shots at range. Octane, perfect work. Covers Kenny, allows him to get in. Vehicle, oh, lovely coverage from Brack. What beautiful teamwork out of the Mutineers.
Yeah, looking to turn this into a full 60. Florida keeping this one under lock and key. Maybe a last-ditch effort hit through the sort of gate side of the map, but LA are chalking it up. They are backing down. That is 30 seconds that they say, hey, we have no hope of getting it. We will set up on rotation, but that amount of time just being handed away, you better make sure the rotation's on point. Absolutely, yeah, if he can get out. Could have been bad.
I mean, he's just like, he's getting closer. He's coming to get me. Good stuff, though. Mutineers, they're not getting out of this hard point, though, alive. Envoy and the rest of the LA Thieves positioned up for this one. They're going to be able to pull this game back nicely if they can hold on to this hard point. Over to cannons we now go. Here come Florida.
I do like that angle from Octane, so we can spot the down low push, but as soon as a teammate loses the gunfight on the P1 side of the map, gonna be open for a brief moment, but a tight setup from LA. So far, so good. Florida slowing things down just a little bit, but they haven't found a kill in quite some time.
Here we go. Envoy. Just, we're chilling. We're soaking. Capsule's in. Octane gets a big one. Vehicle plays his life very well. Not well enough, though. Octane once again, the super soaker, and now the shooter from the hard point. Backline now opened a little bit more. Tactical retreat. Capsule, though, he and Brack have found their kills, and that stun, ooh, somehow LaRue dodges it. What a play out of Sam. He's staying alive as long as he possibly can. Good kills, but Mutineers right back in it. That's the break. Final few seconds go their way. Straight with a Blacksmith chance. Nice break. Nice transition. Mutineers still in control.
Yeah, and how well can Florida read these spawns as well? Because you just had a bit of a split coming through because the old hill was popped, and you just had a clean 4 in the feed for Florida. Reading spawns like that is not an easy thing to do, and they just get instantly picked apart. So typically when you see a clean 4 down, you think of a big moment. Instead, Thieves just take control of the game, or at least of the hill, to try to get back into the game. Blacksmith so far making this a wonderful hill.
Yeah, great. Thieves wiped off the point. What a break from the Mutineers. Squeaky clean. They have sanitized the workstation as the nades are now there. Capsule, lovely spawn awareness. Guns are up at the ready. Here comes Kenny. Octane from downstairs. Capsule, he is sports for choice right now, and your boy can't get them all. He's going to try, though. Kenny cuts him down. Closer to the hard point we go, but chance again, Mutineers. Huge time gain from every point.
Absolutely. I mean, again, they got wiped off the face of the earth briefly on the Blacksmith Hill, but they just took it right back. So they have built themselves a sizable lead. And just like how the game started, almost every single player, and now it will be every single player, is going to be stuck in the spawn trap. No one from LA able to get out. And just from the start of the game, they are back to square one. Florida are truly picking them apart.
Picking them apart. Pick'ems are absolutely in shambles right now. The Mutineers can seemingly not be stopped. Capsule guns the pair of them. Here comes Drazah, gets his third in the life, flying away. The time, though, still in the hands of the LA Thieves for now. Vehicle gets himself involved. Can he take care of Kenny as well? Immaculate spawn knowledge. And Vehicle, wow, what a string of plays. The Mutineers are looking so strong. Can they keep this one going? Spawns are theirs as well.
Yeah, Gunny in this lobby is hot as well because Drazah's hitting 180s. You got Vehicle making plays like that. Capsule's picking up 2 pieces. So right now, this is honestly kind of looking like 2 heavy hitter teams, and it's Florida that's coming out on top. So it's a weird statement, but they have stabilized the map again. They have consistently been blocking these spawns, in LA have just been desperate to get out. I mean, again, as far as how Bagger goes, the more time you spend spawning on the right side of the map, the worse things are going to be. It reflects in the score. Florida, they are just making this look almost easy.
It's almost easy. It's not done yet, though. Kenny, last man up for the Thieves over here. Vehicle prowling the backline. Drazah, I mean, he's got Deddy still. He should be able to read this play. Yeah, you saw the toesies. Go get him, mate. And he's not talking about tickling. He's got a Vaz in hand. He's got the backline safe. Trades are done. Over to the point we now go. Capsule try to hold this one down. 35 on the time. Keeping the kills flowing. It's smooth moves from Envoy, but it's not enough. LaRue with the tags. Last man on the point, Brack.
And I feel like I hear that intro kicking in. It was almost easy for a bit. Now it's like Florida being the nightmare of LA Thieves on this map. Octane has to win these gunfights in the back. Luckily for him, he does, so his teammates get the close spawns. But it's also scrap time being given away. Florida have passed the 200-point margin. And right now, Kenny desperate to stay alive, but Fellow's gonna hunt them down, and Florida even putting the pressure on the rotation.
Thieves are in danger. They're in trouble. Let's see how they sound with a quick listen in.
I'll put one time.
One time.
Yeah, I'm on the top. Look, top up.
Hey, front.
Yeah, look fast.
2 front and 1 back, bro. 2 front, 1 back.
I can front one time.
Look fast.
I spawn out arc, bro. You're gonna live.
Yeah, look at top maps.
2 front, no. 2 front. Okay, front. One front.
I nailed it, bro. Alright, you just said on left.
I'll see top ring. On top. Hey, he's on top, bro. Guys, it's on right there. That's ring. He's on the back. It's the back front, maybe. That's good. No, it's front. Hey, let's go. We can do it. This fella. I just saw the front, bro. Yeah. By the shallow front. Yeah. I'm in maps. I'm helping maps. Stable, maybe?
I'll see ya.
You guys be double still. Wait for a second. Let's open. Overstairs. I'm one shot, bro. I do across.
Hey, I'll fight through this shit.
You never know. By the comms that the Florida Mutineers are on match point, and they're a matter of seconds away from the win chance.
Yeah, I mean, this is testing the resolve of LA. I mean, down by 130 points at one point, desperate to work on this comeback, and they got a very long way to go. And honestly, I don't know how they're going to be able to pull it off. A couple kills in the feed, Florida back in time. It is desperation effort for LA to do anything. Can't make it happen. Florida, by God, Miles, I think they're going to do it.
20 for the win, holding it down. T fell in the point, 24 and 18, has had himself a fortress. Octane gets in, great break from the Thieves. Over to Vehicle, the Spaniard, what can he do from the back? Gets himself two. Any more out of this one? No, but the boys are now on the front line. On the capsule, oh, Kenny guns him. Fellow back at it. We're in the point, the nades from Brack. Jesus, what's happening?
I mean, this is they are just such a dangerous team. And we keep talking about how LA is staring at the barrel of like a loser's bracket start. That's looking like it's going to happen. And on the flip side for Florida, I mean, for a team at the bottom, these guys look dangerous and might be doing just enough to try to get into that winner's bracket. But for the moment, just a few more seconds to go. And Florida are going to take down the world champs in a 3-1 fashion. What a hell of a series. That is very deserved hype.
The fury of the Florida Mutineers. Oof, the Thieves have felt it. What an absolute battering there in that series. Highlight plays across the board for nearly all of them, and you saw the passion. Mutineers happy with that one. 3-1 on the day.
Yeah, I mean, look, Florida, we have seen it from the stage. I know they have like a couple of those maps where they blow like, you know, a 4-0 lead in search and destroy. A lot of those nail biters don't often go their way. But again, as far as teams at the bottom go, they have not laid down and died. These guys have risen to the occasion in another lights out performance out of Vehicle. It was the same thing on the HyDra hardpoint. Played out of his mind, just dropped 35 kills against LA. You had Fellow having another fantastic performance in Respawn as well, but I mean, that was just a team effort. Mutineers had LA stuck in the spawn trap blender for what felt like half of the entire game. And if you can set something like that up, if you're not making any mistakes, well, the scoreline simply just makes sense.
Well, this is, I've got some stats flying in, but I did that. Look at the scoreline. Look what's happened here. Look at this. Do not adjust your devices. Do not Alt F4. Do not refresh the page wherever the hell you are in the world. Yes, the Mutineers have just come out and absolutely slaughtered the LA Thieves. What a series. And what a horrible turn for the Thieves coming into the major. 3 losses back to back now. In their run, they've got a few left. They've got Røkkr and the Ravens to play with the damn, and they better absolutely take care of business. I'm done. Chance is done. Desk, over to you.
I was just Googling how many dollars is 10,000 in Spanish currency. I'm not sure. Is it pesos over there too? I don't know. Vehicle's rich though, and he deserves it. 35 kills in game 4, 30 plus in game 1. He's dropping huge digits, and the man is out there celebrating with the squad. We got to talk about this because this is the upset of the week. Ali, 91% of the community got this one wrong.
I listen, I have a couple numbers for you, okay? And hard point on the season, Florida is 14 and 39, and on control they are 12 and 19, and they just won all 3 respawns against our best hard point team, our defending champs, okay? Who went on a 10 hard point win streak at some point on their 2 best hardpoint maps being HyDra and Fortress. Florida, what in the world?
I will say, you know, going into it, you look at the maps, you're like, all right, HyDra, they lost a 10-point game to Boston. They're feeling confident there. Expo, you chalked that up. You're thinking Thieves are going to smoke them on that map, but that is not the case. They came out and they played so good the very first round. They give up the point immediately and then just put them in a spawn trap for 2 minutes straight. They made some heroic efforts down the stretch. Then we go into this Fortress hardpoint, and this is going to sound insane, but I felt like I was watching OpTic Texas. I literally felt like I was watching OpTic Texas with how they were playing, suffocating them immediately off the rip. Chris, you go, they have them in a spawn trap.
Yeah.
That's what they pushed up. They had them back deep into the spawn. They get that rotation. Time and time again, we saw Capsule getting in top map, slaying them out. Vickle making the plays on the cuts on rotations. This is a team that loves to be the spoiler. You're talking about them beating Vegas in a game 5 at the event alley. We talk about them putting the champs now in potential losers bracket. Florida, they deserve praise after that series.
And you know what? If I'm OpTic Texas, I'm shaking in my boots, because who always plays spoilers when it comes to majors? It is the I'm gassing you up. I'm gassing you up. It's the Florida Mutineers. I mean, stunning. Obviously, big shout out to Vickle, 1.42 overall. I mean, in the respawns, the hardpoint specifically, he was simply that guy. I have to personally apologize because I was not familiar with his game. I said that I didn't think he was capable of being a superstar, and he has clearly proved me wrong with the numbers in the series and even the performances he put on yesterday. So shout out to Vickle and being plugged into the Florida Mutineers.
Vic popping off as Havoc takes a seat on the bench. The Spaniard put back in a starting lineup and definitely showing everybody why he deserves a seat in 2024.
Yep.
Awesome stuff coming out of the Florida Mutineers. They just banked $10,000. And LA Thieves, you're now 0-3. Winner's bracket is not guaranteed. You must win out even for a chance of breaking into top 8.
This should have been a confidence boost for them. This should have been a win for the LA Thieves. You know, this was a proper upset in every single form of it. For the LA Thieves, the fact that you want to search and destroy, I guess you could take that away from this, because you started struggling in that game mode the second we got back into qualifiers. So maybe some ups there, but I mean,
they got Minnesota and Ravens next. So, I mean, you could win the next two, get a tiebreaker situation. But we saw what happens to Toronto. They win, they go to losers bracket.
Yeah,
hey, it's only so far you can go in LBs. So for Thieves, in a very tough situation.
There you have it. Well, we want to talk a little bit about what you can do with $10,000. Here's a list of some of the amazing things you can invest in. How about a water-thrusting jet bike, waterproof pool table, a jet engine ceiling fan? I've been wanting one of those. A coffee table, drink cooler.
That's made out of a Corvette.
So many amazing things. We got to find out, what is Vickle going to spend his money on? He's on the show right now. Vickle, congratulations on the W tonight. You were dropping ridiculous numbers, and now each of you have $2,500 in the bank account. How's it feel?
It feels great. I just want to say I want to spend my money for with a flight to Shanghai. You know, I'm a professional player from the Shanghai code team. The underwhelming match, you know, free cash. Yeah, GG's to the LA team.
Vickle, actually, my first question, is it Vickle or Vickle? I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce it.
Yeah, Brycey's gotten in our head.
It's just like, imagine you're saying like be a cool guy. It's B-E-C-O-O-L. Just imagine you're saying be cool.
Vickle, okay.
I was called
Be a cool guy. So that's how.
I love it. Okay, now to my proper question. Obviously, I can say, you know, a lot of people were throwing question marks when you got plugged in the Florida Mutineers roster, but you were a part of one of the best challengers teams, and you were one of the players that had yet to be plugged into a CDL roster. You were a little bit more of that dirty work player, at least from what I had heard. You were kind of the supporter. So now being plugged on the Florida Mutineers roster, did you think you kind of had to step it up and become that superstar?
Well, I have to say that I already talked to Nameless about it. I feel like playing with Colt at the start of the season, he's a really unique player. His playstyle is really different to Caps. And I feel like with Capsule, I'm able to just be myself, you know, get in time when I have to, go out and slay when I have to. It feels more natural for me to play with Capsule. I kind of like, it reminds me to when I was playing with Hixie last year, and I was that like, superstar player around Scrapz as well, so I'm much more confident now that Capsule is my sub build.
Awesome.
Javi, ni hao, brother. I just wanted to ask you. You know, going up against LA Thieves, you got steamrolled them in the respawns in that series, and it reminded me of Major 1 in the qualifying split, where you guys steamrolled them then in a crazy upset, which led to probably the best performance at a major for you guys. What is it about this team? In scrims, do you find success against them? Why do you guys turn it up?
Well, lately our scrims have been going phenomenally well. I know it's crazy to hear, but we've been playing every single top team very close, even on best of 11s and scrims. We've been absolutely railing the bad teams, the bottom 6 teams. So it's kind of like yesterday was a very, very frustrating loss because we didn't show what we're capable of, but I'm glad that today we were able to show that we can compete with top teams.
Veeqle, so awesome to see you guys getting a dub, especially with 10K on the line. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you more in your remaining matches.
Thank you very much. Not a bad underwhelming match, by the way.
Hey, not bad. Veeqle and the crew getting it done. Let's talk a little bit about what's coming up, though. After the break, we have another battle. OpTic Texas is taking on Seattle Surge. We still have a bounty battle coming up as we close out the night. But Allie, before we get to all that, we got to remind people to pick up their gear.
Yeah, pick up your Shinobi bottles. Stealth is always an option with the Shinobi Tracer Pack. It includes 2 Tracer blueprints and a Shadowy Operator skin for Chewy. Chewy? I don't understand. It's available in-game now. Make sure you pick it up.
Allie can't read, but I can. We'll tell you how to pronounce that on the other side of the break. Love you guys.